Alright, we're going to take a little walk around the shop and get into this. Get you some of this. And this is cleaned up. I'm going to do a little walk around on this project. This is the engine compartment. I really didn't do much in here other than a little bit of cleaning. There's still a few more things to do. But I'm getting ready to do the windshield. Let me just deal with the... Excuse me for a minute. Let me deal with this. Alright. And now, this is a little dirty right now, but this is it cleaned up, essentially. I got to wipe her down again. We're going to take a walk around. I know the lighting isn't all that great. I'm going to take a walk around the car. And we'll take it from a few different sides here. And I'm getting ready to pull the windshield out. I mean, I buffed this thing out from top to bottom. Okay, got a lot of new stuff in here and a lot of things that are just cleaned up. Now we're going to take a peek in here. Basically replace just about everything I could, clean everything. What I like about this is the dual lift gate. She's dirty right now. She's got dust on her and stuff in there, but this is the bumper from the other truck, and it's just primed for now. And we'll look around here. Come around this way. I know the lighting's a little bit messed up. There's a lot of glare. I'm going to come back at it, but you can see the shine. Yeah, and it's got its rust and its issues, but you know what? The car is cleaned up. This truck is clean, and it's far from the rust bucket it was. Alright, so I'm going to just zip out, and I'll grab a few more shots of it maybe outside after I re-clean it and put the glass in. So the next step is to try to get that glass out and cut the glass out of the parts truck and install that glass in here. And I think if I get that far, we're good to go. Be looking forward to that. Alright, just a quick update because the battery's dying. Got the glass out. What a nightmare, because I don't have the right tools, and I'll go over that another point. So I'm opened up. I'm cleaned. I painted the area with a light coat of some nice enamel because I've scratched it naturally. And we have, this is glass from a junkie. I'm going to do a quick test fit just to make sure it's the right one, and I'm going to put it in. So hopefully it's the right one. I mean, I ordered the right one. So that's where we're at. Let me put this thing on charge, and I'm going to do a test fit. Everything is nice and cleaned up here in the shop, and I'll be back in a little bit. I also put this Eastwood Renew material on here, and I'll show you that in a little bit. I showed you guys before, but I did it on this one, and while I could get at everything, I decided to use it. So clean the dash up nice, and we're ready to go. And we're back on the black truck. So glass is in, and we'll do a view of that in a little bit. But over here, I have a little problem, a little hole that became bigger, and I want to get rid of it. So we cut a piece out of the other truck, and I shaped it and made a nice piece here. And I've got this just about all cleaned up. We got some more zinc weld-through primer, and this is how it's going to fit. I need a little bit more work, but she's real close. And I think this will work out really good. We'll burn this thing in here in a little bit, get this on there, maybe put our first coat of Bondo on it, and then that's it for tonight. So let's see what happens here. We're going to go start fitting this, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, back on the black truck, and this is just a day later, and I got pretty far. It looks pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I burned it in. It looks nice and straight. There's no more hole. And I'm just cleaning it up now. I'm going to put, that's what's on there right now is just a little bit of the short strand fiberglass filler to start off with. And now I'm going to put a little bit of just a standard polyester body fill on. And so that's going to go on next. I think it's really roughing up very nice. And I'm going to scoop on some Bondo on that across the whole damn thing right now. I'm just going to take the Bondo paddle from here, over, and stop about here. And we'll sand that up really, really good. Give it a good sanding. And then when that's done, a good cleaning again, and I'm going to start taping and figuring out what else I want to clean up. There's a little spot over here. So I'll sand all of this, I'll get in here, I'll sand and Scotch-Brite that and clean and start taping and then getting it ready for, I'm not going to go up that high, so I'm going to go up to about here on this. So we're going to get it ready for black. That'll be black urethane, so urethane primer. I'll be back. Alright, let's get a little bit further. Looking pretty good. Right down almost the entire line here. And I'm just going to do a light sanding right now with 80 grit. And you can see it's just about done. There's one little cheek right there, but I think once I hit it one more time, and we're going to stay in the 80 grit, I'm not going to go any deeper than that because I don't want to cause more scratches and more work. And I think we'll be good to go. We're going to just clean this up. And again with a little bit more 80 grit, see if it needs one more spot. And then I'm going to sand off the rest and DA a few spots and start taping, and we're going to paint. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, I got a little bit of battery left, so here we are, into February. Black truck, hole gone. Okay, hole is gone. We're taped and ready for primer. I'm going to use a urethane, high build. I just wiped it down with some mineral spirits and lacquer thinner. So it's all clean, I blew it off, it's ready to go. I'm going to mix up a little bit of paint, a little bit of the primer, the high build primer, and we're good to go. I like this. This came out pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's damn near close. And I think with the high build, if I lay some high build on there and just sit with it for a little bit and get it on, it'll cover whatever's not here. You know, I mean, whatever is here and make it not here. Get rid of the little imperfections. So we're going to see it next with the high build on it. Got a little bit on the door on the bottom, a little bit on the door here. It's not too bad, you know. I mean, it's not perfect. This is not a restoration. This is just a fix and repair and clean it up so we can sell it kind of job. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, so here we're at. This is a good coat. And I'm going to let it flash and I'll hit it again. You can see the modeling. See it there? That's where there's a Bondo. In areas that it's not Bondo, where there's a harder substance that's not as porous. So I have to wait because if I open the door and shut it, the gasket and other things may hit and I could wind up scuffing the inside, which is just no point in that. So we're going to let this just flash a little bit more, and then I'm going to hit it one more time. And I think it's flashing. It's almost dry in terms of flash. So you see the bright spots. Okay. And then once it gets to be basically flat black, I'll hit it one more time with another nice coat, and then we'll let it set up. It's going to have its pimples and its blemishes. I don't care. A lot of them will come out. If I get enough material on here, a lot of these nasties will come out. They'll just disappear, especially with like 220 grit for the next phase. So let's let it do its thing, and I'll be back in a little bit for another coat. And I can open up the doors and do the same process on the inside of the doors. I'm going to shoot a little bit of paint on there, you know, a quick coat, let it tack, come back, put a coat on, let it flash, come back, put another coat on. And we're back. Well, we're always back, and we always leave. This is the primer. This is the urethane. And it looks really good. I sanded it with 240, then topped it off with 400. I just rinsed it down with a wet soapy rag, light amount of soap, and then some mineral spirits mixed with lacquer thinner on a lint-free. I'm just going to let it dry off. Make sure it's good and dry. And we're going to paint it with some black. And we'll see. We'll come back in a few minutes. This is still going to be wet for a little while. It's a little cold in here. I think I'll turn the heat up just a scotch. and then we'll come back as soon as this dries off, and I'll top coat it. End of February here, and this is it. Looks a lot better. There's no hole, and this is the material that I had to work with, so it came out okay. There's no schmutz and yuck down there. It looks nice and clean. You can see the seam, but you know, hey, it's cleaner, it's nicer, and everything just looks sharper, you know. And it's just a repair. So you know what? Somebody wanted to paint the whole truck over again, and they have that done. Down there it looks pretty good. I have to do the other side now. So you see a line, so what? So far what? Different color. Who cares? Alright, it's cleaner. It doesn't have the hole, which was right here. So I'm happy, and we're going to let it down, and we're going to do the other side. And I shot back here too. You could see there was some scratches, so I just scuffed it off and reshot it with some clear. That's fine. Done. Okay, done. Done. Next, we're going to do this side. I'm going to jack it down, and I'm going to start cleaning it now and getting it ready for taping. So, done. Next side. Alright, I'm going to do a little visual tour. I think I'm going to do another one tomorrow in the sun. So, here we are. It's cleaned up. See the bottom rot and stripes are on. And I'm working on the spring for the door. It holds the door open. So, that's what I'm working on right now. But you can see it's all done. Quick look in the interior. Not too bad. Alright, it's all cleaned up in here. There's a couple little details to do. We're all cleaned up in here, all the way around. Wait till you see it in the sun now. I think it'll be a lot nicer. There's that bumper that I fixed up. Slap that on there. And there's the hole over there. I'll get it outside tomorrow. Up in here. Stripe along the bottom. Solves a lot of problems. So if we get it out in the sun tomorrow, I'm going to try to put a light bulb in, and I got to try to see if I can just get that spring. I'm going to cut the spring on that door and try to fit it in like that. It won't be as good, but I can't get it in any other way. I've tried. So hopefully it'll be something's better than nothing. Alright, we'll be back. 1998 black Blazer. Here we are. We're outside. And so that's an example of what I did along the door channels here. That's a rocker panel. Everything is all cleaned up. Let's get a back out view. See this striping along the bottom. Along the bottom. I'll wipe it down one more time. I just noticed the radiator cap is leaking, so I got to find the other one. I should still have it. If not, I'll go buy one. Probably seal dried out. I ran her up good. She's nice and hot. She looks good. Let's look around here. This side. Okay. A little rust issue over there. It's all gone. The pimples. Let's close the door. And let's just do a walk around here. I'll get the top. Let me just close this. Okay. So, here's the front. Side. We'll open up the lift gate. I replaced everything back here. So we have nice lift gate. All that's done. Everything works. Nice and clean. I got this. Okay. I'm going to pull it back around. Bumper's cleaned up nice. Yeah, cleaned up okay. It looks good. And I'm going to go just back it up and pull it in front of the garage for now, and go clean up and find the rest of that stuff that I need. Put away what I don't. Find that cap. I think it looks good. She looks real good. And so we'll get this as the close of this project, and it's going to go up for sale. It's a really nice vehicle. Came out very nice. Very happy with it. And you can see the work that I did down below. Very, very clean.